wanted to do another quick follow-up video for the bear versus gorilla video I did. And you know, there was some points that the opposition, you know, the gorilla fanboys, it just came on really aggressive, you know, just saying you guys are idiots, a gorilla would totally win. And I will give them some points that on the original video that I did, I kind of discounted the gorilla's intelligence. You know, I said that it was slightly smarter than a grizzly. No, it's a lot smarter. A grizzly is like a extremely intelligent dog that's got a little more dexterity than a dog. Dogs can be pretty intelligent and clever. That's what it is. A grizzly is clever, but it's not super intelligent like a gorilla. A gorilla is way more intelligent. They can do all kinds of stuff a grizzly can't. So a gorilla would be able to come up with a strategy for the bear. But I'm not buying the super strength. These guys that are saying the grizzly is, or the gorilla, silverback gorilla, is so much more incredibly stronger than a grizzly. I will give them that, you know, based on the musculature, the gorilla probably is stronger than a grizzly, but they're not understanding how strong grizzly bears are. A grizzly bear have been seen flipping cars, flipping over giant steel dumpsters, big containers. A grizzly bear is super strong, and it's got the size, way bigger than a gorilla. So these guys, by saying that it's all this, you know, strength on the side of the gorillas, I'm just not buying it, because a grizzly is really strong, and I'm sticking by my original story. It's got those claws. It's just going to rip that gorilla apart. Some other points the gorilla guys made is that some bears are pretty skittish, that, you know, they've seen, you know, cats, different kinds of wild cats, you know, like, you know, face off a black bear and scare it, and, you know, wolverines facing down brown bears. And, you know, we've all seen the videos of dogs and even cats scaring bears. Yes, bears can be very skittish, but you've got to take in consideration that bears are individuals. There's some bears that are extremely skittish. There are other big male bears, or a sow with cubs. They're not scared of anything. They're king of the forest. And one bear that may be scared of a wolverine or a wild cat, there's going to be another big grizzly that will not be scared, and it eats everything in its path. It's an apex predator. It just goes around killing things. So I'm sticking by that too. When we're talking this gorilla versus bear scenario, we're not talking about a skittish bear. We're talking about the biggest, meanest grizzly and the biggest, meanest gorilla. And I would say that, you know, based on some of the stuff that people are saying, maybe there is a scenario where the gorilla could win, but I'm saying it's a small percentage. You know, maybe like 5% of the time a gorilla could get lucky and win, but there's just no way with the power, the size, and the claws on that grizzly bear that it's going to win the fight. The grizzly bear, like I said, has a bunch of daggers on its claws, and it's just going to, you know, even if the gorilla is getting in to do some damage, it's just going to lose too much blood. The grizzly bear's hide is way thicker. It can run really fast. I'm just not buying it. You know, all the points those people made, I just don't understand why they think the gorilla is going to overpower the grizzly bear. Now, we have talked about how it's going to be doubtful that you could ever get them to fight. You know, the gorilla is not that much of a fighter when it comes to other species, unless it's being cornered or threatened. You know, it would take off. And, you know, a grizzly bear may be skittish around a unfamiliar giant beast like a gorilla too, but if it's a big, bad, mean grizzly bear and somehow they're penned together, you know, the grizzly bear will go for it. And, you know, like I said, grizzlies can decapitate a human with one swipe of the claw. They're going to do a lot of damage with one claw. And I'm just not buying it that the gorilla is so strong that it's just going to rip the grizzly bear apart. That's not going to happen. The grizzly bear is going to kill the gorilla. So I'm sticking by that. I mean, let's continue to argue and keep the discussion going, but none of the points that I have seen have made me change my mind that a gorilla could overpower a big grizzly bear. It's just not going to happen. So let the arguments continue, guys. Thanks. It's Chuke, your friend in the field.
Outdoor adventure.